Hello friends and welcome back to the channel for war number 8 of season 45. Today we have a matchup against PBT, both of these alliances having really strong seasons, and we are looking to keep the momentum going here with another win. Team today, Viv Vision returning to war, super happy to see her on the team along with America Chavez and Sandman. We'll be starting off today on path number 4. We have a HAVOK. We're going to be using Viv for this. Not sure that I have brought her to war since I ascended her. Can't recall. Anyway, so this is a pretty standard fight for Viv. We take one blocked hit at the start of the fight, so we lose out on the 0 damage taken, which is usually what I aim to do whenever I play Viv. But I think that's the only chip damage or any damage at all that we take throughout this fight. You can see we're getting those fatigues on us. Doesn't really matter because Viv's crit rate is so low, you probably won't even notice, and she doesn't rely on crits for any of her abilities anyway, so we can have as many of those fatigues on us as we want, and it's not going to matter. We built up to our special 2, fired it off, so one more special 1 out of him, and then we'll be able to phase again, build up some power, and then launch our special 1 spam. 1 takes a huge chunk of damage off of him, and 2, I think, leaves him just short of death, and then we finish him off at 1% with a third one. Pretty solid textbook Viv Vision fight. Alright, next up we have a Nova on 13. Going to go in here with Chavez, so not much to pay attention here to other than the long distance relationship node, so you're going to see me keep like a careful eye. Well, I guess you can't actually see me keep an eye on it, but I'm trying to make sure that I don't build up too many of those weaknesses on me. So when I do her combo, and whether I'm finishing the heavy or using a special attack, I'm then kind of or backing off, waiting for those weaknesses to expire. I really don't want to let them build up. It's very easy to build up a bunch, and then you're doing 0 damage before you know it here. Baiting out the special 2, and then I think this special 2 ends up killing him. Cancel the first hit of the heavy. And there we go. Very easy Chavez fight. Okay, up in section 2, we have a Juggernaut on 26 that we're going to take with Sandman. And on paper, this looks like a really easy matchup, especially for Sandman. But things really don't go my way in this fight, as you're going to see. So a couple things go wrong here. We're trying to build up our resistances to 14, then we're going to launch the special 1. What ends up happening here is he tosses the special 2, but when I punish it, he actually dexes the punish, so I must be late. I've punished Juggernaut special 2 probably a billion times, and I've never seen him dex out of it like that. So I take a combo, now my resistances are at 18 instead of 19, and then I go in and he parries me, and that's not it here. So, and then at some point here, he ends up triggering the passive unstoppable from the defense tactic right here on the heavy. So now I have to wait that out. I've got the decelerates applied, so at least I can, make him react like he's not unstoppable. But yeah, I've just taken some, like, unnecessary damage here. We only get 1 rooted heavy in, and now we've lost our resistance ups, lost our unstable, and now we're kind of trying to get ourselves back into position where we can reset. I played that special 1 a little bit safer there, a little bit gun-shy after him dexing that special 2. We get the SP2 off at 9, and now we're set up again. So I'm going to medium and then heavy spam here, and I think this ends up finishing the fight. So again, taking some unnecessary damage here, but this is the only Sandman fight that we have this war. So it's really not that big of a deal when all is said and done. Alright, last fight of the war, a very short war again for me here. We have another HULKLING on 35. I did this fight in my, I was at my parents' house for the holidays, and I was trying to get some peace and quiet, so I was up in like one of the spare bedrooms upstairs, and like my 4-year-old is like running in and out of the room, and I'm trying to, I'm like, just give me like 3 minutes of peace and quiet here, so I can get this done, and then I'll get you whatever you want. This one goes a little bit better than the last one. I don't think I end up taking a special 2 here, but I remember him being very passive in this fight, whereas in the other fights he is pretty cooperative with his special attacks. So we accidentally pushed ourselves to the special 3 because we were waiting on him to throw that special 1, which is fine. We can launch the special 2, activate a couple more dimensions for ourselves, and you can see this does a whole bunch of damage because we did not activate it while he was indestructible. I think that does trigger. Oh, it triggers and removes the indestructible. That's fine. So now, again, we're in good shape here. We got 2 negative zones up So we are keeping a tight lid on the power gain from Rich Get Richer, and now we're just trying to build back up to the Special 2, refreshing our zones as necessary, and hopefully not launching a Special 2 into his Indestructible here. So we're at the SB2, and we end up killing him in the 2 hits before the Indestructible triggers, and pretty solid fight there. We did end up taking the victory here. Shout out to PBT. 4 kills, 0 deaths for me. Again, another short war. This whole season for me has been pretty light. I don't really mind. We have a bunch of killers in this battle group this season, so I don't mind a lighter load for sure. And our record has improved to 6-2. We're having a really, really strong season. We're in the middle of War 9 right now, and a few more wins, and we are going to be in really, really good shape for the rankings at the end of the season. So we'll see what happens. Folks, if you enjoyed this, please let me know by hitting that like button. And as always, thank you very much for watching. We'll see you again next time.